This little video showing the lab setup. I've got the weight down here that you're going to be using, a loop of string. Up here is the dual force gauge, and there's a beaker of water. Actually, it's a jar of water. And then there's the clamp on the edge of the table. And there's the force gauge. There's a bolt going across, and the force gauge, and all this force gauge connects to the computer running Logger Pro. So the force gauge just fits right over top of the bolt. It just slides over. There's a screw on the top that you can actually tighten it with. Loosen it up so it hangs straight down. You can also adjust how high up and down the bar is by these little clamps over here. When you're tightening up all these little screws, don't try to make it the super human effort. Just get it snug so it holds it in place. That's all you've got to do. I don't want you to break these by trying to over tighten them. So your first measurement, you'll hang this up. Then on the computer, I suspect it's going to flash. Yep. On the computer, you need to make sure that you zero the dual gauge before you hang anything on it, so that it takes off the weight of the string. Then you'll hang the weight up here, and you'll use the computer to get the force, the weight of the hanging object. Then for the second part, you'll take the hanging object and you'll put it in a container of water. So here's my little container of water, and it will sit right there. Now you need to adjust the height, so on the container of water the hook is sticking out but nothing else. So the top of this should barely be under the surface level of the water, and the hook should be hanging out of the water. Not sure that'll show up from the side. We'll try it. So the hook should be out of the water just a little bit. And that's the basic setup.